Welcome to JohnG TV. Welcome to JohnG TV. And I am John G, your host, the El Capitan. And today we're going to just break down the source. We just did source. We're going to break down the TRIG. TRIG is probably, if I haven't said it already, which I'm sure I have, TRIG is probably... it is probably the main selling point. One of the main selling points. TRIG is definitely where the programmer magic happens, because this is where you can simply add in a percentage or an amount of something that you want on a specific step. And especially from a programming position, because you have all these conditions. And the conditions page, being able to and you have to hold down the step that you're going to do for the condition. Being able to dial in a percentage from 1% all the way to 99, and then also having a different time signature, having the Now I don't really know. I don't understand what the 1.2 is, like 2 beats per measure or 1 beat every third. But there's a mathematical division that you're getting. Sonically, I haven't caught. I guess every 6 is like 6/8. I don't know. It's like in 8 cycles it'll happen. But this is a mathematical. I don't necessarily. I'm sorry for being ignorant and not knowing exactly what that mathematical breakdown is to explain it to y'all. But it's basically a mathematical algorithm, and I'd imagine the higher up you go, the more often it's going to play. I'm guessing, because as you go up, it's going up in percentage from 99 to 1 semicolon 2. Actually, I haven't even played around with this and that's really why I'm fumbling and bumbling and trying to explain this, because I really haven't explored with these signatures to tell you exactly what it does sonically, so I can't speak on what it does. So I need to do that. But however, these, the field, the pre, I forgot what the NEI stands for, the NEI or free, those and first, that is your another programming feature, because then you can have that one again with the 16 bar, the 16 step beat that you have programmed. Just being able to hit this one page button, which is kind of off camera right now, but being able to hit this button right here, that page button, being able to hit that button will instantly dial in a whole new rhythm. So again, like I said about programmers, for a programmer, this is a programming dream, being able to simply hit that page button and then instantly have a different feel or a different groove or a different accent, however you want to explain it, happen when you hit that button. Great for performance. Matter of fact, I would say that is strictly, I mean, you can use it for studio, but that's performance basically. That's you're triggering that in real time. So I don't believe you can automate that. Don't quote me on that. I don't think you can, but if not, Elektron, I hope this message reaches you in good health. But it would be nice if you can't do it now, and I apologize for my ignorance if we are able to do that. But if we are able to actually automate when we hit the field button into the sequence, so then after that I can just press play and then it'll already be there, that would be dope. And then that would make it a performance / studio tool. As far as I see it right now, it's strictly performance. But again, I could be totally wrong on whether or not you can automate that punch on the page. And I wouldn't be surprised if you could. I haven't tried it actually, now that I think about it. I'm just thinking that it doesn't do that. However, now, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if it did, but I know I haven't tried it. So if it does do it, please knock me on the side of the head, let me know. Not literally. I'm a peaceful man. But I'm saying, let me know. Yeah, we can all learn on that. But if not, Elektron, that would be dope if y'all could add that in there on the update, being able to automate a field punch. That would be tight. Okay, so conditions. So then you got your length of the TRIG, and I'm trying to see if I understand what's going on with the length. Yeah, I'm not quite understanding the trig length. I'm sorry for not. Yeah, sonically I don't. I mean, obviously you're thinking shortening and lengthening, and I'm thinking that's what it is. But honestly, I don't quite know exactly how to explain the trig length. I hate that. The LFO is basically turning on the trig for that particular trig, getting access to your LFO window. So then you access whatever you set there, you can turn it on with the LFO switch. So that's just simply off and on. The same with the filter. You're just basically cutting on that particular page for that particular step or that trig. So, which is, again, that is deep. That is deep. That is very, very deep. And then note, being able to trigger a different note on that trig. That is very deep. That's a very, very deep tool, especially for programmers. If you're a programmer, again, for those of you, even if you, because I'm after this, or just in the short time that I've had it, I think I've had it for about a month now. I think it's been a month or 3 weeks. My whole thinking has changed. I mean, this, like I said before, the Digitakt has kind of ruined me in a sense, because it's got me thinking a different kind of way now. And once you start thinking like this, I don't see how you go back. I mean, it feels like you're going back, like literally. So the trig is just another dope way of programming. So in summary, you know, the trig page, the source, your filter, your amp, your LFO, all of these windows add so much. I mean, each one has a nice depth to them, so that way you can, all in an effort to affect that audio and how you manipulate that sound and how you program it. So the trig is just, again, I think a programmer's dream, because it allows you to just add so much more motion to just a stagnant beat. The days of having to use, like, you don't necessarily need to use 64 steps, but if you do and you use them correctly, you can have great motion in that sequence in 64 steps. Lately, I haven't really been using no more than 32. I'll use 16, and I'll just use all my bars, all my patterns up, or I'll use 32 if I'm using a slower beat, or if I have a longer melody that I would like to play, and then I'll lengthen the steps. But for the most part, a lot of my beats I've been working on have been just 16-step beats that I just then affect with all the patterns, and then pattern change, and then create my emotion that way. So that concludes my dissertation and review of the trig page. A little choppy. I wish I would able to explain the length a little bit better for you. I feel like with these two windows open, you see how there's two slots here open. I'm kind of hoping that in the update they figure out a way to add something there that gives us more tools. I mean, it's clearly, you know, I feel like Elektron is going to update this box to make it better than what it is now, and not just fixing what's kind of wrong, but like I said, actually adding effects to this. I believe they're going to do that, and I would like to see them do that. Elektron, if y'all listening, that would be dope. But I think I heard Cuckoo kind of making some mention that he was talking to Dataline, and that, you know, that, yeah, actually Dataline was talking to Cuckoo, and Dataline was saying that there's some stuff in the works where they're probably going to add some different type of filters or different type of reverb or delays or something to that effect. And so with these two windows being open right there, I kind of feel like there's room to add something there. So, but yeah, this is my final review of the windows on the Digitakt by Elektron, the Digitakt. wow, that's something totally different there. Hey, oh snap. Oh, 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 oh. This is John G on JohnG TV. Fade to black.